my beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I'm so glad you decided to join me today. Today we are on day 7 of our 25 days of Christmas. So if you are new here, welcome to my channel, and if you are not new here, welcome back, my Gnomie. I am so happy you guys are here today. I hope you're doing well. I hope your families are doing well, and I hope that you are getting some good crochet or crafty or knitty or whatever type of time in today that you like to do. So today is day 7 of our 25 days of Christmas. And what does that mean? Well, if you haven't been here, we are doing a fun little event every day. We're doing a snowflake of the day. We're doing a hot chocolate advent calendar every day. I'm making a little make every day, and most of them are for this there Christmas tree. So it is our crochet Christmas tree, and every day you will see it getting more and more ornaments and special little things on it. So far we have made a popcorn garland, a peppermint candy cane, a tree skirt. There is a little elephant right there. So if you want to see those things that we have made already, check out the last couple days where we've been doing our 25 days of Christmas. I've got some tutorials that'll be coming up soon, and if I don't have a tutorial for what I make, I either explain how I made it or I link a pattern if I used a pattern. So I always let you guys know what I'm doing in case you guys are interested in making your own. And I try to always let you know what yarn I use, so if I forget to let you know what yarn I used, just say, hey, what yarn did you use for that? And I will let you guys know. So I am currently working on my snowflake, and I thought, I kind of want my hot chocolate while I work on my snowflake. So why not go ahead and film the first part of our video and open up our advent calendar for today. So today is day 7, and these are all in like a randomized order. So here is day 7, right above day 12. So let us see what the hot chocolate of the day is. Oh my gosh, I just popped this out beautifully, you guys. This never happens. Oh my gosh, that is the most beautiful popping out on the perforation ever. Oh. What? What? Let's see if I can get this bad boy out of here. He is like wedged in there. Crochet hook to the rescue. There we go. You guys, are you ready to see what this flavor is? This is so cool. I've never seen this flavor in hot chocolate before. Raspberry. Get that to focus for you guys. There you go. Raspberry cocoa. What? I've never had like a fruit flavored cocoa before. So it's got a cute little penguin on it today. I've noticed they're all different. So I like that they do like cute little pictures to go with it, and they're like little festive cups. So I am excited to try this raspberry cocoa today. Let's see what it tastes like. I will be back. All right, and I am back, and I honestly have drank most of this while I finished my snowflake. This raspberry cocoa is phenomenal. It is like really, really good. Highly recommend trying a raspberry hot cocoa if you ever get the chance. I didn't even know they made like a fruity hot cocoa before, so definitely interesting. I'm gonna have to see if I can find like fruit hot cocos now, because raspberry hot cocoa really works. So if you would like to try some, here you go. I'm giving you your virtual mug of raspberry hot cocoa, and it is in this adorable little Christmassy gnome mug. In this house, memories are made. But just imagine you get this mug, but it says, in this stream, in this channel, in this vlog, podcast, whatever you want to call it, memories are made. So, as we're here making memories, I have my snowflake ready, and usually I would go to my hot cocoa, and then I would go to my snowflake, and that's just kind of in the sequence of things. But I actually want to boost my shout out today, because I want to make sure everybody sees it. So, my shout out was actually somebody who was already on my list of people I was planning on shouting out. However, I found out that her channel got hacked. And if you haven't heard already, her channel is Blue Heart Crochet, and I will link her down in the description. She had a channel that she's been posting on, and I've loved watching her videos, and she's become a good yarny friend of mine. And apparently her channel got hacked and she lost everything. So she made a new channel and she's starting over from scratch, starting over posting videos, starting over with no followers or subscribers. And I noticed, thankfully, that a lot of people are finding her and resubscribing to her. But if you were subscribed to Blue Heart Crochet, make sure that you go and resubscribe to her new channel because she has a new channel. And that is really, really sad that that happened, like, especially at Christmas time, but, like, just in general. I don't understand why people do things like that. That is just not cool. So if you already were subscribed to her, please go make sure you resubscribe. And if you weren't subscribed to her, go check her out. You might find that you have a new crochet channel that you love. She is super sweet. And I will have her linked in the description box. So head over. She only has a few videos. You could check them out and leave a like and a comment if you want to. And if you think that you will enjoy her channel, give her a subscribe. I know that starting over from scratch has to be really, really, like, upsetting after all that work. So she's going to appreciate it probably more than anybody right now. So I'll link that in the description, and I hope that she gets back all of her subscribers and all of her yarny friends and they can all figure out where she went. That is not cool. So that's my shout out for today. Link will be in the description. And then my snowflake for today is the Flurry Snowflake, which is this blue one. And the description for today's snowflake of the day is, this flake would fit perfectly with the others floating down in an early winter snow flurry. So that is today's snowflake of the day from the 100 Snowflakes to Crochet book. And here is what mine looks like. So I made this one out of worsted weight yarn, and it is the same yarn that I've been using. It's the sparkly, it's Red Heart Super Saver Metallic. But I made it with a little thing to hang it from because my husband actually requested if I would make him one to hang in the car. So I was like, yes, I'll make you one to hang in the car. So here is hubby snowflake to hang in the car. And I've decided what method I'm going to try for blocking. I'm going to be getting some cornstarch, which I actually don't have cornstarch. So I'm going to get some cornstarch and I'm going to try blocking them. He will probably just hang this up not blocked because honestly, it looks totally fine. I'm trying to figure out the best depth for the lighting. Here we go. It looks totally fine like this, and I know he probably wants to get it up like ASAP, so that is our Flurry Snowflake. This might be my favorite one. I really, really like this snowflake. Super, super cute. And I did this with worsted weight yarn and a 5mm crochet hook today. And then our item of the day, which you guys already saw, or no, wait, you guys haven't seen. I was thinking of the sequence that I'm going to do my video in, and I just realized I have not actually made a spot for it yet. So you guys are going to see the snowflake, or the snowflake of the day. My brain, guys, it's not working right now. You guys are going to see the item of the day, and I will go ahead and insert that here because I took videos of the making process and putting it together process and everything for your guys' viewing pleasure. So that will be here. So I'm just finishing working up my snowman. I'm doing some single crochets around right now. And this is actually all worked in one continuous piece. So I started out with a magic circle, and then I increased, and then I did a single crochet increase round, and then I just did a bunch of single crochets. I didn't use my stitch marker, so I'm not sure how many rows I did, but there weren't like a whole bunch of stitches around, so I just didn't feel like taking the stitch marker out like millions of times. Let's see. Do I want to decrease yet, or do I want to do like one more row? I'm going to do one more row of single crochets. And then I started cinching back in. So I did single crochet decrease for a round. And then I did straight up decreasing for a round. And then I did a row of increases, just straight up increases, so I could start to flare back out after the top ball. And then I stuffed the head. And then I did a single crochet increase round, and then I did I'm getting caught on the metallic fiber. Sometimes they like to split away. I don't know if you can see that metallic fiber right there. I did a single crochet increase round, and I did a single crochet increase round, so 2 single crochets. And then I've just done a bunch of single crocheting around. So once I get done doing this round, I'll probably start to decrease again. And then I'm going to stuff it. And I'm just stuffing with, I used polyfill, but then I also used yarn scraps. And actually, I want to go ahead and stuff some yarn scraps down into the neck before I get too much farther. So I just went into my yarn scrap bag and pulled out some lightly colored ones. These happen to be all white, different types of white, but they just happen to be all white. Actually, there's a little gray one right there. So I have my little polyfill stick. This is that one that has some glue, some like hot glue on the end of it, and it's kind of a little bit jagged, so it catches on polyfill and yarn really well, which helps me to use it to squish things down. Because not that it doesn't work the other way, like it can work the other way, but also a lot of times it just slides kind of past the yarn instead of catching the yarn, versus the like jagged edges on this like textured end. They catch the stuffing. So that's the reason. Well, it's actually not the reason. I did it on accident, but it's the reason that I've continued to keep and use this one. Let me see if I can focus you guys so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Whoops. So you see how it's got like little hot glue bits on it? I don't even remember how that happened. I was working on something and I got hot glue on it. I don't remember what it was. But I want to make sure I stuff this little, like, you could sort of call it the neck area of the snowman really well. Yeah, that looks good. Then I'm just going to continue single crocheting. And I'm really excited for the snowman because my little kit that I bought on Amazon that has like the little snowman arms and snowman legs and hats and stuff, I was really excited to do a little snowman so I could play with those. So I'm gonna finish up working my continuous piece, and then once I've got this finished up, I will come back and we can craft together and decorate our snowman. Woot woot, we are on to the decorating part. So here is my little snowman. Worked in a continuous piece, and I just did 2 balls because I have a small tree, and if it was much bigger than this, it wouldn't really be ornament sized. And I used sparkly Red Heart Super Saver Metallic. Ooh, it's really picking up on the sparkles. So I got my little box of goodies. I mentioned this in my info videos about my 25 days of Christmas. If you're wanting to see more about this, like what all's in it, I really go over it there. And I also have a link to the Amazon listing for it. If you can't find it, just comment and let me know, and I'll go find it for you and post the link for you if you're interested in it. I'm not sponsored or anything like that, so I don't care if you go get it, but if you want it. I thought this was really cool, and it was like a really good deal. It was like $15. So it comes with like a metric ton of these little like knitted scarves with pom-poms, like little puff balls, and googly eyes. And here is the thing that I was excited for to do with our snowman today: a bag of snowman accessories. So let's see what we've got in here. You know what? Let's see. Let me spread out a little bit more, and then we can just dump it out, and then I'll put it in a baggie later because this doesn't have a resealable bag anyway. All right. So, oh, I didn't even see these. So it came with different sizes of hats, and I just assumed that they were like a little bit different. I didn't realize they were so different. I'm going to move this box out of my way. Here, let me reconfigure a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we've got this size of hat. And then we've got like these tiny hats. There's a hat stuck inside of this hat. It's a hat within a hat. Whatever. I would probably need to grab something to pry it out with. But so there's these like kind of flatter ones. And then there's these little tiny ones. So we've got 3 different options to choose from. And then I know there are like different sizes of the noses and arms and everything. So we'll have to see which one we find the most fitting. Is this another size? No, it's the same size. There we go. Look, there's 3 different sizes of nose. Okay, so let's line these up. Then we'll be able to see which one's the best for our snowman. Can't remember if there are different sizes of arms or not. Oh, yep, there are. These ones are like little arms. There we go. There are also antlers, but we're not doing a reindeer. I almost wanted to say, I was trying to say a Rudolph, and then I was like, no, no, no. And then I kept trying to say a snowman. Okay, so it looks like there are 2 different sizes of arms, 3 different sizes of nose, and 3 different sizes of hats. So let's start with the hats. Oh, that is cute. I wonder if for this ornament, I might just stick it in the tree and not put an ornament hanging thing from it. Or if I do put an ornament hanging thing, I'll probably have to just glue it onto the top of the hat. That is perfect sized. Let's see what the flat one looks like. That looks cute too. Honestly, I have a feeling they'll all look cute, even the little one, because it's like miniature hat. But I think for this snowman, we'll do this one, because that is awesome. And then we did the biggest hat, but I don't know if we'll do the biggest nose. Let's see. Oh, I think that medium nose is going to be perfect. Let's see. Little nose. Oh, I don't know. I like the little nose too. I think the big nose is just going to be massive. Yep, the big nose is quite big for this particular snowman. So we narrowed it down to the little one or the medium one. And then for the arms, I don't know what height we would want to put them at. I think we'll definitely want to do the smalls for the arms. I have a feeling these are going to be really big. Oh yeah, those are absolutely ginormous. So we definitely want to do the smalls for the arms, the large for the hat, and then either the medium or the small for the nose. And we can pick that out when we start getting the face all on, because then we'll be able to see the sizing a little bit better. And then we've got googly eyes, but we also have buttons. So the smallest size buttons, they have these little red ones and these little black ones. And I think for this size snowman, we'll definitely be doing the smallest. And then we could do googly eyes, we'll see. So let's start with putting our hat on. So I've got hot glue here, and I'm just going to do a little ring of hot glue around the edges. And I'm just kind of spreading it around a little bit with my glue gun. And then I'm just going to try to kind of center it on the head. And then I'm going to push the head upwards, like really squish it so that it fully is sticking to the glue, and I'm going to hold it for a few seconds. I also have these little bows that you may have seen at the beginning from the Dollar Tree. They're like little sparkly bows with bells on them. And then I got some other stuff, which I don't think I'll use for this, but in my like little hauls video where I showed the types of stuff I got for the crafting for the 25 days, I got like pom-poms and pipe cleaners and stuff like that from the dollar store. But I don't think I'll be using those for this particular one, but it is really fun and exciting to break into these things. I have been very excited to get to play around with them. There we go. That's nice and fully cooled. My cat sounds like he wants attention, and I really hope he doesn't jump up here because I have hot glue gun, and lots of stuff. So here is our snowman. So far, looking for if that little hole that I had started chesting noses in is noticeable. It is not, so I'm just gonna... Lincoln, get out of the tree. Oh no. Lincoln, get down. Get down. Down. Good kitty. Okay, I'm gonna use this side because the hat is slightly tilted up on this side, so I think it would be possibly the cuter side. Well, let me look. Yeah, I'm thinking this will be the front. So let's see, with the hat on now. I know. So there's what the medium nose looks like. And that might be a little too high. But considering the way that the stitches are, I think that's about where I'm going to want to put it. And then here is the little nose. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll do the little nose, but I am just now thinking, oops, almost pulled some stuffing out. I'm thinking that I should embroider a mouth on before I go adding the nose because I think it's going to be harder. Where is my embroidery thread? I had this out already because I've been working on that Grinch applique. So I'm going to cut a length of embroidery thread, and then I'm going to grab my yarn needle, my bent tip. I like the bent tip a lot. I know I say that every time I use it, but especially for amigurumi. Okay, so let's stick the nose back in here real quick to get an idea of where we want the mouth. Okay, so there's our nose, and then I'm just going to actually grab a marker. This is one of those little Sharpie pens, so it's kind of a marker, kind of a pen, and then give myself an idea. I know, Lincoln. Oh my goodness. 1 second while I pay attention to my cat. Okay, lovelies, I am back, and we had our little dots that we made to pick where our mouth is going to end and begin, so I'm just going to pop this back out, and I'm going to go in through a point a little bit further away, and I'm going to pop up right here. This is kind of in the middle of a stitch that I marked, so I think I'll actually start right above it. Then I'm going to leave a little tail. Debating on how I want to do the mouth. I think I will go pop back up through where I started. Since this is a snowman, I think I'm going to do it kind of in like little sections instead of being like the whole, you know, one solid line. So keep our tail out of there. I just went back through my loop like a knot almost, and then now I'm going to pull it. And I'm going to do that one more time Trying to keep it so you guys can see what I'm doing, but also I kind of have to angle the snowman to get the angle that I need. There we go. And that'll be one section. And then I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. Trying to skip a stitch basically in length. Go back down through and pop back up where I went in. Oop, I'm losing my tail a little bit. Oop, I lost my tail entirely. Get back in there. Alright, and then I'm going to go through here, like a little knot kind of. And then I'm just going to go through there again. And I'll see how this looks when I get all the way around. If I don't like it, then I'll go back through and add little bits in between, which I think will look good too. So then I'm going to go down through here. That looks good. And I'm going to be going down basically where my little dot that I made was, give or take a little bit, and then popping back up through where I went in. And going to go through here like a little knot. And repeat that. So the way that I did it, I only ended up with 3, and so I think I will go back through and add more in between. But I always figure you can add more after. I mean, technically you can take away with embroidery also, but it's a lot more of a pain in the butt. So I'd rather do too little and then go back and add more. So here's what we're looking like so far. I've got 4 little pieces of thread for the mouth, and then here's what it looks like with the nose. So I think I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to go back in and pop out over by my other piece of thread. Now I'm done with my yarn needle, so I can just throw it away. And not actually in the trash, but to the side. And then I'm just going to make a little knot. I don't really know why I do that, but I do. So I just did a little double knot and then cutting that. And then I can go ahead and push it in. And you can push it in with anything. You can push it in with your needle. A lot of times I just push it in with my needle. But I felt like it would be easier to do it with that textured end. And then I'm just going to kind of poke around at my yarn a little to hide where I went in. And boom, you cannot see where I entered and exited. And there's that. So I think the next thing we want to do is probably figure out what we want to use for our eyes, because our exact nose placement is going to matter based on where our eyes are, because they need enough room. And then also, it might just be easier to put the eyes on without the nose there. So first things first, I want to see how it looks with buttons. And then let's see how it looks with googly eyes. Alternatively, I could have put safety eyes on it when I was making it, but I did not. So we've got a few different sizes of eyes. Whoops, I didn't need to pour that many out. And I'm thinking we would definitely want the smallest ones. Probably. Okay, so that's not exactly what they would look like, but the best I can do and be able to place it. Yeah, I think that. So let me put these other googly eyes up. Don't want to end up with them all over the floor. If anybody else makes a snowman, you should totally send pictures so I can see what your guys' looks like. Oh, by the way, guys, make sure that you don't forget, if you want to be part of the Creator Spotlight this month, I'm doing a Creator Spotlight where any of you guys that want to can send in pictures of your makes, and it can be literally whatever you're making. So it could be Christmas stuff, it could be donations, it could be presents, you know, whatever you're working on. And you can send them to my email, which is in my description box. And then I will share them on the channel, and everybody can see your stuff, and you can get some appreciation for your works. We can all get inspired by each other's stuff. Lots and lots of fun. So if you would like to do that, my email is in the description box, and then you'll be part of the little montage at the end of my videos with all the Christmassy pictures and music and stuff. So I just put a little bit of glue and then I rub it around. And then I just kind of push it on. Oh, right. And in your email that you send, yay, good. The googlies didn't also glue down. I was like, I don't know if the heat will go through and then the googlies will get stuck too, but they're not. Let me know what name you would like me to use when I'm posting. So if you just want me to use your first name, let me know what your first name is and that you want me to use that. If you want me to use I want to put a little bit of glue further down. If you want me to use your YouTube screen name, that's totally fine too. Just let me know. And if you don't let me know, I'll just assume to use whatever name you sign your email with. So I stuck that in, and now I'm just kind of squishing it really firmly so that it adheres to the yarn. And you got to work quick once you get that on there, because it does dry really fast. And when you start to insert it, if it dries before you get it all the way in, it's going to dry like partially inserted. And we definitely don't want that. And then when you have it on there, you can go ahead and just like fluff your face back up, because you may deform your face a little bit depending on how tightly stuffed it is and stuff. Mine is stuffed very tightly. Oh, I love it. It's looking so cute. Isn't he adorable? Make sure you guys are focused here. So cute. Okay, let's see. Let's start figuring out where we want these arms. There we go. I think those will look really good like that. I honestly probably don't need to hot glue these. I think that these will stay in. And then I'm going to stick them in nice and far because for one, they'll stay in better. And for two, he doesn't need super, super long arms. I used yarn scraps for part of my stuffing, and they're not as easy to stick things into. There we go. I got past the yarn scraps. Polyfillet's a lot easier to shove stuff through. There we go. And if anything, I think what I could do is put them in how like deep I want them, and then just pull them out a little bit and add the glue right before the body and then push it in. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Because this will just help to keep it at the depth I want it. Sorry I keep kind of going off camera. I gotta work quick once I get the glue on there. And I gotta work quick once I get the glue on there, and I just want to make sure that I have it how I want it. So I went a little thick on the glue on that side, so I'm going to try to just spread it a little bit more on this side. And don't worry if you're doing this and you get those little like glue tendrils. Yeah, I like that side better. If you get those little glue tendrils, that's okay because you can just pull those right off. Yeah, I like the way that the glue looks on this side better because you don't really see it. And then this side, there's a little bit of a bubble of glue because I put too much on, but that's okay. It still looks cute. And then I'm thinking we'll do buttons on the front. And I think those will be good sized buttons on the front. So I'm just going to do 2 really little glue spots. And then stick my buttons on there. And then I'm just going to press down on them for a second. I think our little snowman came out so cute. And he's going to get a scarf still too, or a bow. Scarf is more snowman-y though. Think I'll save the bows probably for a different ornament. Ah, look how cute. That is so fun. This has been so fun to make. So let's see how he looks with a scarf. A lot of my little amigurumis for the tree are having scarves, I bet. Because I put a scarf on the elephant already. But I've got all of these cute little scarves. And I'm going to be making elves. Like an elf boy and an elf girl. They might get bows, though. With little bells. Ta-da! I don't know if I like the way I tied the scarf, but he is so cute. I'm going to mess around with the scarf a little bit and see how I want it, but he is all done. So thank you guys for crafting with me, and we can get back to the video. Wasn't it so cute? I hope you guys enjoyed that. And then now I will give you your close up. Oh, I love him. So I adjusted his scarf, kind of has it look like he's thrown it over his shoulder. Maybe the wind is catching it a little bit. And I did go ahead and just hot glue a hook to the top. And I kind of like folded it over and curled it around a little bit and then glued it so that the wire comes out of the middle of the hat. That way it'll be, you know, centered with the weight. But I love him so much. So he's made of that same Red Heart Super Saver metallic yarn. I'm just kind of using it for everything because it's a white sparkly yarn. And then you guys know that the arms, the hat, the nose, the eyes, and the scarf and the buttons all came from that little kit that I found, or well, technically actually Craftably Ever After found it on her channel, and then I was like, heck yes, and I went and bought one too. And if you want to see the video where I talk about all of the stuff in that kit, I'll see if I can find it and link it in the description box. But if not, I'll go on Amazon and find it, and I'll just put the link to it. Maybe I'll do both. But yeah, so here's our little snowman, and I think he came out absolutely adorable. So I'm going to go ahead and stick him on the tree, get some pictures, maybe a video, and I will go ahead and pop those in at the end for our montage. I just wanted to remind you guys, don't forget, if you would like to be part of the montage, send me pictures of your makes and I will pop you in there. And then everybody can see your goodies that you made. So let's see. Snowflake of the day, Cocoa of the day, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I think that's everything, you guys. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. It is Wednesday, so we are halfway through the week. Woo! Let me know if you are working on anything cool today. It is Whip Wednesday, so let me know what you are working on, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys!